I'm back. It's time to cook again, and we're going to make smashed sweet potatoes with apples. This is really, really good, and it's something different. I always like to try something different each holiday season. So what I've done is taken 2 pounds of sweet potatoes and baked them for an hour at 375, and then I've scooped out all of the meat of the sweet potato, put it in my mixer bowl, and we're just going to put it in the mixer and smash it up. Let that go for a second. I'm going to fix my camera. There, maybe that's a little better. I'll just do this. Okay, so that's going to get all mixed up, smashed, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Do that. Turn it down so it doesn't splatter you. A 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and again that was 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, a 1/4 cup of orange juice, fresh squeezed if you have it, about 1/8 cup of brown sugar. Put that in. And then we have salt, pepper, nutmeg, and cinnamon. We have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then we have a 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Let me check that. I want to make sure I give you the right ingredients. Yes, that was right. Okay, here we go. Put all of that in here. Make sure it gets nice and mixed up. Stop and scrape down the sides real quick. It smells fabulous with all those spices and the juice. Okay, get that mixed up really good. And that's basically all there is to that part of it. Okay. So we're going to put this in our bowl. Sorry for all the noise. Get all the sweet potatoes out. Okay. Now you can butter a baking dish or spray it with your cooking spray, whatever. Now I'm going to put the sweet potatoes into my baking dish. And I have the oven again at 375. Get all that goodness out of there. This is really easy to make. Okay, so just spread that out. My husband just walked in. Okay, spread that out. Now we're going to make the apple topping, which is very easy. I took 2 McIntosh apples, peeled them, quartered them, obviously took out the core, and I'm going to put them into, let me turn this around. I really need a camera crew, don't I? Okay, we'll do it this way. Sounds like the oven's ready. I have 2 tablespoons of butter in here. I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of butter in here. I'm going to melt that, and as soon as that is melted, I'm going to put in the McIntosh apples and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That's going to cook for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll put it on top of the sweet potatoes. It'll be great. So let me get this melting here. Should only take a few seconds. Okay. That's pretty good. So I'm going to add my apples now. And I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now I'm just going to make sure this is all combined really well. Let it cook for 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be back and we'll finish this up. See you shortly. If I can get this. Hi. Okay, so these have cooked for about 5 minutes. They're starting to get soft, a little bit brown. Obviously we're not making applesauce, so you don't want to cook too long. And we're just going to place them on top of our sweet potatoes. Now just to review, for 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, I had 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. I had half a teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Just to review. Okay. Of course, if you want to, this is a good amount of apples. If you want more apples, make more apples. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. I'm going to get all that good juice from the apples in here too. Now, what we're going to do is put this back in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes until everything's warmed and cooked through and the apples are ready to eat. I'll do that and then we'll be back and we'll taste it. You're going to love this. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and the sweet potatoes are out. The apples, hopefully you can see that. And we're going to, this is hot, we're going to dish some out here just to show you. Very hot. Hopefully I can taste it for you since you can't. A little piece of apple. Excuse me. Gonna have to. Boy, as Emerald used to say, it takes it up a notch. The sweetness from the apples and the butter and brown sugar that was cooked in, and then the sweet potatoes with the orange juice and the cream and the brown sugar are amazing. You really should think about trying this for your Thanksgiving dinner, or make it ahead of time if you're not sure this is good and give it a try. Anyway, that's my show for today, and I'm going to finish my bowl of sweet potatoes and apples, and hopefully you will try to enjoy it too. Thank you so much.